What's going on YouTube? My name's Alex. This is Ask the Cheese Gaming. I'm back with a new 16-bit review for you. This week, I'll take a look at Super Baseball 2020, which was developed by Monolith Corporation and published by Trade West, with the North American release date of March 12, 1993. It was first released on the Arcade, Neo Geo, Genesis, and Neo Geo CD, and later on, it got ports on the Switch, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 virtual stores. There is no sweeping story for Super Baseball 2020, however, you can play a 15-game regular season. What this game is, however, is a futuristic baseball game with a few twists, as we'll talk about here in just a moment. You can play as men, women, or robots? There's 8 teams to start, each with their own unique strengths and weaknesses, such as one team might be better at hitting, but has horrible pitching. This takes me to the first major flaw of Super Baseball 2020, which is that every single game you play is always on the same stadium, which is called Cyber Egg Stadium. Now right away, in Cyber Egg Stadium, you'll notice that the field is drastically different. For example, home runs are only to dead center, and that's only a very small zone. Moreover, there's almost no foul territory really to speak of, except directly behind you and a little bit to the sides. Instead, the entire field is covered in some type of glass. So whenever you would hit the ball into what's normally foul territory, instead, it'll hit the glass and bounce back into play. This makes fielding rather tricky to get accustomed to just because of the way that the ball can bounce around. And there's also such a delay in when you switch over to whichever fielder you're going to be used on any specific play. Now you might be wondering at this point, hey Cheese, how are the pitching and hitting? Well, no complaints there. They're pretty solid. Whenever you do anything in Super Baseball 2020, you get money. Get a hit? That's $100. Strike out? Well, that's minus 100. The money you acquire in-game is used to power up your players, such as increase their hitting, their pitching, or, for the case of the robots, to recharge them. You'll find that if you try to play as the robots and you use them too much, they'll blow up. It's actually pretty funny. Next, I'd like to touch on this game's music and sound effects. Overall, they were okay, but nothing really special. Honestly, after a game or two, I found myself just turning the volume way down and just putting on music in the background instead. It got to be a little bit repetitive. So, finally, let's answer the question, is Super Baseball 2020 for the Super Nintendo worth adding to your collection today? Honestly, no. If you want to play this game, go play it on the original arcade or Neo Geo ports. Those ports, or versions rather, are far superior to the version that the Super Nintendo got. Thanks for watching, and until next time.